This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the... zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Kaepernick now to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
4 yards on the pick.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. To throw, Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Tannehill. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
By the Bears.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 29.
2nd and 12. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. He finds Robinson, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give. This is Montgomery. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Kaepernick. And he finds Montgomery complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Chicago.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Titans nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Titans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Throwing on second and long. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Tannehill. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashad Gibson. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 40.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. To credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen.
Intercepted.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot, you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout.
It's a game.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a loss of 4 yards.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
within 2. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Titans.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's up and good.
14. Bears 7.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Chicago.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Rashawn.
Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave hthem 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
For Allen Robinson.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Montgomery, the Bears.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3-yard pickup.
Kaepernick going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Finds his target, Montgomery. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
44's mark. 44's mark. Check. And watch your leg.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong motion.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Watch twist. Mike's 59. Play.
Tannehill. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Being chased out left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Titans 35, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The tackle made by Harold Landry. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Patterson. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3 down.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick 6. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Joseph.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Daquan Jones.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. To throw, Kaepernick. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Kaepernick now to throw. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Alert three. Check 37.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
The ball carrier.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
49.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.